We are in the garden right now, and some exciting things are happening. I got a little container because I noticed that some of my flowers are dying back, and that means that I can harvest seeds. So I want to show you something really cool that I just discovered, because with zinnias, the way that you gather their seeds is by pulling their petals, and at the end of each petal, there is a little seed. Look at that right there is a seed. So whenever I come out here and I see one of my zinnias dying, I just pull back the petal. This one I guess I missed. And I've been gathering the seeds in my little containers. And since we're in 2026, I like to label when I harvested them. So that way I just know how fresh they are. Now, with my marigolds, this is my first time growing marigolds. And I thought that to harvest their seeds would be the same way that you harvest the zinnia seeds. No, I want to show you something. So with the marigolds, there are the petals. And then in the center is, I forgot what it is. I'm going to put it on the screen for you, right? And when I pulled the leaf, I didn't get anything. Now, this flower is dying back, so I can now cut it. And this is where you get the seeds from. So I'm just going to pull back the petals. All the petals have now been removed. Now I'm going to pull the center of the flower. And this is where all the seeds are. Now, before you pull them out, you really want to try and make sure that you harvest it when the flower is completely dry, so that way the seeds have time to harden off. So very cool, right? I did not know this before, but now I know. And this is the way that I'll be harvesting my seeds from my marigolds. So I'm just going to put these in here for now. And I did get a couple of other little flowers that have died back, but I'm going to wait till these completely dry like this one. So I'm going to pull this one out completely. Same thing. There they are. How amazing is that? So now I'll have endless seeds whenever I do this. Where's my little container? So again, I'm just going to cut off that end, and I'm just going to harvest the seeds. And I hope that I'm not doing them a disservice by pulling them too early, because I would be really upset. So I'm just going to go around and pull off any broken stems or any flowers that have died, so that way I can dry them out and collect their seeds. So fascinating. This one I feel like is dead completely. So now these should be completely dried out and I can harvest the seeds. I'm just going to pull them out. See how cool? How I feel like I forgot some in there. Look, oh, there's so much more. Put them in my little container. I've really been enjoying coming to the garden bed on days that I have time to just be out here with them and just talk to them, spend some time. I had planted 3 cucumbers in the garden bed. This one has completely died. So I'm going to harvest my first cucumber with you. How cool. It's not healthy right now. I think I left it on there for too long, but I'm still going to try it and see how it tastes, because I got to taste my own food. So we've got 1 cucumber, but really exciting. I've got another one up here, and I cannot wait to see how this one does, because the whole plant has still survived. Unlike these two, these are stunted. So I'm just going to pull this out. I wish I would have grown some more cucumbers, because I would have just replaced it. No iguanas have came here into the garden bed, but I did have some seedlings on the base of the garden bed, and they definitely came and ate those. So that's how I know that the height of this garden bed has came totally in clutch from iguanas coming and destroying all of my hard work, because they would definitely munch all this down. But we're in good hands. My eggplant has been attacked by the caterpillars again, and they're very small and they do very fast damage, which I'm really upset about. So this one I think is a complete goner, which is sad. But yeah, just find their way onto my plant and then they just start munching away. But I'm just gonna let them chill. How fun is this? My first cucumber. It's kind of sharp too, all these little things on there. I wonder how it tastes. So another thing too is I upgraded the misting heads. I want to show you the ones that I had before. They're from the same brand. Okay, this is more of like a dripping style, which I thought would work much better in a garden bed, so that way it can directly flow into one plant. But they're not working that well, and I only had about 12 of them, and it wasn't watering the garden bed right. So I just wanted to try out the ones that I just added to my greenhouse inside with the misting system that I rigged. This is more of a misting style head, and then you can also turn the knob and it'll give you a straight flow, which I thought would also work pretty well. But right now I'm just trying out the misting and it's working out very well. I'm extremely happy with it. And I have multiple heads on this one tubing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of them compared to the 12 that I had for this one. And I'm happy. That's an update on my garden bed and how it's going. And I'm so happy. I don't know if you could tell with the smile on my face that I've been successful at gardening. And it's all thanks, honestly, to Vego Garden. They sent me this garden bed they wanted to work with me, and I felt so grateful for the opportunity. And I'm so glad that I took it, because gardening for me is like therapy. It's really brought me a lot of joy and happiness, and learning how to grow food, because this is a very important skill to take on, because you just never know, you know. And now I get to enjoy gardening again without having a concern about the iguanas coming and taking out all my stuff. Yeah, and like I said, they made their way over here, but they can't get into the bed because it's metal and they can't climb. So yeah, that's my update on my garden bed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.